If you want to know what's going on in Rockingham County government, check out Rockingham County 411. If you're interested in county governmental programs, projects, and services, don't miss Rockingham County 411. Public Information Officer Mabel Scott will share important, crucial news you can use with Rockingham County 411.
Rockingham County 411, you're in a good place. Today we're going to be talking to our Chief Information Officer, Derek Southern, and he has some big news to tell us. Tell us about your big news.
Well, as many of you have already heard, over the last several weeks, there's been announcements by the governor's office about the Great Grant for Rockingham County. It's an endeavor that we've been working on for over a year, and we've made our first step towards bringing some internet to homes that do not have internet today. So in that announcement, there are 222 homes that will be receiving internet, and it's just the first step of many to get internet throughout the county.
Wow, so a lot of people will benefit.
Yes, there will be lots to benefit from this.
Why is expanding the internet access such a huge priority?
Well, in the COVID world, lots of things changed with lots of people working from home, lots of people doing medical calls from home, and our children receiving their education from home. So it's very important for people to be able to have adequate internet and for people to be able to connect to multiple members at one time from home. So it's changed the world we live in, and it's just not a nice to have, it's a requirement for life now.
It is. So who helped to make this dream a real reality?
Well, it really started it's been going on for years, but it started with a push with the commissioners about 2 years ago when they challenged myself and the IT department to look for vendors throughout the county or throughout North Carolina that could help us out. And we started doing some surveys through the school systems, and we were able to prove that there was needs for internet that vendors just were not aware.
Yes.
So we reached out to multiple of our existing vendors, and then we reached out to some of vendors that have traditionally not served this area. And when the Great Grant back in February said that they were going to allow Tier 2 counties to apply, we had 2 vendors that applied and they started the process. So this is our first step. What's even more exciting as we're in an active open application period right now. The governor has opened up a window because of COVID, and right now from September 14th through October 14th, all the vendors have a chance to apply for an additional funding to expand internet even further.
It's wonderful. Now, who are the collaborative partners who have been working on this?
So I've worked closely with the North Carolina Broadband office. They've came out and met with us. We've reviewed maps. And to prove that the need is here, because a lot of our federal maps say that Rockingham County is served, but we can technically prove that wrong. So they've changed the rules and how we can apply for these grants. So they were the first and foremost. The second is our partners here with Spectrum, AT&T, CenturyLink, Open Broadband, and River Street.
Okay.
A couple of those are new. They don't have a foothold here, but they're showing great interest, and we're hopeful that they can get some traction in the next great grant that comes out.
Have you heard from our local citizens? What are they saying?
Well, over the last month since the articles went out, the calls have went up tremendously. And all of our citizens that are in the rural parts outside of the cities are in a lot of the same scenarios. They have kids, they're trying to work from home, they have a small business and they're just not able to operate, and they're all just crying out their need for adequate internet.
So what can our constituents do?
So right now, the most important thing is put your needs to the broadband survey. It's out by the North Carolina Broadband office, and the reason this is important is in this phase of the grant application, they're going to use that data to technically prove where the needs are throughout the county. As of the last time I looked at the survey results, which we've only been able to see parts of it, we had about 700 citizens that had filled it out, but we need a lot more. We know the needs are out there, so if you have not completed that survey, it is extremely important you do so.
And as Derek is talking, you will be seeing at the bottom of the screen exactly where you need to go in order to complete that survey. And it's not a long survey, it's simple to.
It's simple to complete, and they are making sure that they reach everyone. You do not have to have an internet connection to complete this survey. You can fill it out over the phone by a touch-tone phone, or you can text in your results. Either way, so that it's either internet, touch-tone phone, or texting.
So, you are a key person on this project. If people have any questions after hearing this great interview, is it okay for them to call you?
Absolutely. The more calls we can get and the more understanding only helps me talk to the vendors. Prior to us taping this today, I was speaking with Spectrum, and they are asking questions that I can ask the citizens and talk to that helps them prove the cases. They need information such as, are you running a small business from your home? Is it just your children? Is it health care? That type of information is important for them when they apply for these grants and try to extend funding further. So a lot of those questions are being answered through these phone conversations.
So the feedback that you're getting from the citizens is just helping to make the case even stronger.
Absolutely. I've had several vendors when on September 14th, when it opened up, I had several vendors reach out. What data do you know that we can't provide, that are not provided by the North Carolina Broadband? And I was able to say, I've talked to these citizens. These are their needs. This is where the needs are. So that data is important.
So now you see why he is the Chief Information Officer for Rockingham County Government. Derek Southern, thank you so much for being with us today. Rockingham County, you're in a good place.